Hey guys, welcome back to the INSITE channel and welcome back to something quite exciting. We have a new partnership to announce. We have partnered up with Ego. They are a Counter-Strike and League of Legends fantasy league thing. They do fantasies for every tournament, and we are going to be partnering up with them and making a league and making a video for every tournament there is, and we're going to be building our teams. And today I am joined by Dickle, our social media and editor entrepreneur. Firstly, Dickle, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Very, excited.
Yeah, I think it's actually
Gonna
quite interesting.
build a team.
Yeah, so the whole idea of this is that we're gonna build a team and we're gonna explain kind of what everything is going on. So firstly, this will all be all these links will be in the description. But if you want to go join our league, you can see on the page here. You can head over to Ego. You join our arena, and then from that arena you can see all the different leagues. So right now we have the Blast Spring groups. It's the first tournament of the year. We're going to be making a team for that. And we're not going to go through this completely, but this is basically like an overview and description that they have Ego have made, where it's like all the information about the tournament, and also like how you get points and how you build a team. But we're going to be talking about that as we make this team. So if you do want to read that, that's all in the description, but we're not going to bore you with all the nitty gritty. So yeah, this video is going to be making a team, and we're also going to be talking about the tournament. So Dickle, should we jump straight in it and make a team?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think before we start, let's go take a look at the groups. So for anyone that doesn't know, it's four groups. It's GSL. So basically, you play a game. If you win that, you go to the upper bracket, and then you play another best of three. And whoever wins their group will automatically advance to spring finals, and whoever comes second will then play in a play-in stage. And what's very interesting is that you can change and edit your teams like throughout all of this. So you can sell players and you can also change your captains. Your captains give you like 1 point, it gives you 50% more points. So especially when teams go to these like play-in stages, you can be changing your team. So like if Vitality win that group and you got a Vitality player, then you can change it and put maybe like an Astralis player in the play-in stage. But for now, we're gonna be taking a look at the team. So you get 1,000 budget to begin with. And I feel like Dickle, a good person to start with, is Zywoo.
Yeah, obviously. I think
Yeah.
the group he's in is not like you can't guarantee it as easy because Falcons is unknown, and I
Mm.
think Astralis can play quite well at times. But I think it's more likely that Vitality is going to be the most dominant out of anyone in any group, just because of their recent form.
Yeah, it's like recent form, and also every team in their group has undergone roster changes or just like
Yeah,
a whole new project in itself within the last like 2 months. And I think that's actually an interesting like storyline for this whole tournament of just like there are so many teams this tournament that have done roster changes or come into this new year like fresh. And this is the first tournament of the year, like the first S tier. But I think, yeah, first of all, Zywoo. You can also see like who in the tournament has picked. So you can already see 50% of the people who have entered have picked Zywoo. So if you don't maybe know too much yourself, you can just look at who's picked and be like, that's probably good. You can see Rops as well. But my my methodology is that you maybe don't want to go for like two amazing players and then get three stinkers. I feel like after we get this first one, we maybe want to like look down and see who's budget. And I think someone we looked at before, if we go all the way to the bottom, was Heavy God, the OG's new
yeah.
player. He's what, fourth cheapest person. And if anyone's been watching the open qualifier for the RMRs and the close qualifier, I think he has had the best stats in a lot of the open qualifiers and the close qualifiers. So I think for me, 181, he's got the new team buff. He is the first game is against Vitality, but I feel like he could do well as Torn. I don't know. I don't know about you,
I think
Dickle.
it's just one of the ones to pick for you know He might just come out. I think Regali, his first tournament with OG was very, uh, what's the way? Like he he overperformed quite a lot.
It was in Dallas, I
Showed
think,
that
right?
he,
Yeah.
I think something like
Or
that.
well, Washington. It was the Blast Washington event. Yeah.
Plus Washington, but like he showed you can join a team and just perform well. So I think
Mm.
Heavy God, obviously, like coming up from Endpoint and their like Israeli talent pool they
Yeah.
have. I think obviously good choice. Obviously, like kind of rough the group
Yeah.
he's in, but I think the later stages of the group he can definitely do something because I think
Mm.
obviously Vitality's going to go through first,
Yeah,
but it
definitely.
could be a better fair fight between Astralis and Falcons against them.
Like I think Falcons is also like a team we have no idea what's gonna happen, and
Yeah.
like I'm almost thinking that we potentially stay away from Group A now, or because like
Oh yeah.
yeah, what I was just thinking right now is that Group D, like you look at the groups, something that we haven't really spoken about is how easy the groups will be. You've got like a C9 that we don't really know much about them. Heroic, new roster, Big didn't make the RMRs, and VP who are doing quite well. I could see Virtus Pro doing really well in this group. Um,
Yeah.
and I know throwing a bit of a curveball, but like a Amir maybe. I feel like we could see him doing really well. Um, like he's been
I
performing a
think
little bit better.
Norbert, man.
Norbert, I think I
Norbert
could see.
since CS2, I think he's been
Yeah,
very performing a lot better on CS2 than he was in CS:GO.
because I'm just looking at the groups. It's like Big have had a stinker recently.
Yeah.
Cloud9, we have no idea, and Heroic, we kind of also like they're a strong roster, but we also don't know too much. Like, I'm kind of
Yeah.
a fan of going for a VP player. I think we
I think
could,
go for Norbert.
yeah. And
Just
then yeah, Simon
curveball.
curveball. On top of that, I think Group B as well. Phase. We were talking before this as well. Like you have to have a Vitality player, you have to have a Phase player.
Yeah.
Issue is they're both very expensive, you like each player, and I think we did look at both Frozen and Brokey. Um, and I think Frozen could be a good shout just because like Spirit, they've got two stand-ins. Don't know if FaZe will ever play them, but if they do, two stand-ins. Gamer Legion had a rough end of the year, and Liquid also, like, not
But
too convinced.
Liquid's a strong team, but
Yeah.
today or yesterday they did just get knocked out of the is it IM Chengdu?
What, the IM, the Chinese tournament, the new
Yeah, yeah.
IM. Yeah,
They got
I
beat
agree.
by M80.
Yeah.
So not too hot, but like they're obviously a very strong roster.
Mm.
So I think
I could go for Frozen.
Frozen's a safe player to go for.
Yeah.
I think Brokey's more hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah.
I think
Especially with
Frozen,
AWPing in CS2. Like, he's been picking up the
yeah,
rifle a
yeah.
lot more.
I think Frozen's definitely someone who can get more comfortable in the roles that he has. Uh, but we're very limited on what we can buy
Yeah,
next.
I was saying we might have to pretend. I know we were bigging up Norbert, but it could be a goodbye to Norbert just because of the money we have. Like I'm looking at, we could,
I
yeah.
think we could switch out to Mir. Oh.
Shut to Mir, and then we have 184. Ooh, it's not looking too hot for us. I'm not picking
uh,
Alex. Do we
no,
maybe hot take? We sell out Frozen and go Rain because Rain's a lot cheaper. I think I saw him. Rain's a little bit cheaper than Frozen. He's $5 cheaper.
it's
$5.
all about
Well,
scraping the pennies
wait, if we
together.
scrape the pennies together, 190. Who does that get? Like, we get Stown. Oh yeah, wait. We actually because which group? Oh no, we can't go that group.
I
I
think
mean,
we go for
go
what's
Apex.
it's the nah. I reckon. I mean, you could put Alexi B.
Cole though.
Ooh,
Oh, JT. What
JT.
about JT? Yeah. Because we like if you look at because the point how the point system works, we pull up the points. It's basically how many kills you get and how many games you win. When it comes to kills, I feel like we've got Zywoo under, Rain, and then we've got like Mir and Heavy God that we hope will do well and hopefully will win. JT has been playing very well in CS2, and I think I think they win this group. Apart from
I think it's an easier group. I think it's the easy. Well, actually,
Navi
Beats
and
kind of.
NIP, so, but G2 definitely like yeah.
It's between G2 and Cole.
So I think we put like a good old JT in there.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And then you got to assign a captain. I feel like this one's a bit of a no-brainer. Yeah, a Zywoo. And then you review team. It's kind of as simple as that. Like this is you literally just look at your team and you're just like, okay, I think we had $2 spare. But it's very simple. Like it literally is just, do they win games? Do they get kills? Yes. Put them in your team. And kind of looking for the hidden gems. I feel like Heavy God is a big hidden gem. $181.
Definitely.
Definitely. Honestly, I'm
Was
happy.
he like the fourth cheapest or something?
Yeah, fourth cheapest, and like the Stats Meister guy, I saw him tweeting about it, like all the stats. Heavy God was always up there. But Cloud9 have been playing well, but you know, let's see. We'll find out. I think. Do you want to submit a team? I think that's yeah.
Go for it. I think it's always important. Like, remember, you can edit the teams and edit the captains.
So you can see, I think after like I think pretty much after every game you can edit. Like you can't edit when they're in the game, but at the end of every day you can edit. And I think that's really interesting. So if you look at the leaderboard, you can see people who are signed up. So like Harry, our stats man.
Fraud.
I don't know. Wait, can you? I think yeah. You can take. I don't know.
See the.
I don't think
I'm
you
not
can
sure.
see. Oh, players will be shown when lineups are not edited. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, so when we get to, so this is actually the INSITE Fantasy League itself, and then you can see, yeah. So this is all the people that we've got so far. It's brand new, so it's just like us basically. Would love to have other people come in, and we will have the link copied in the description. But that's pretty much it. It's very simple. Like it's very much just the tournament. You can create your team, you can edit, there's no like boosters you can apply. It's very simple, and you basically just build a team, you compare it against each other. You have a leaderboard for not only the tournaments, but you also have a leaderboard for like INSITE in general. So it's going to be continuously going on and on and on, and we're basically going to be counting up and see who's the best, I guess, at like end of the year, like after every tournament we see where the leaderboard's at. And I think Dickle, you'll probably make your own. You probably make your own team.
I'll go through.
Like you'll make your own team off screen. This is my team. I think it's personally quite strong. Don't want you to copy me now, Dickle. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're very happy to announce this new partnership with Ego, and we're just looking forward to be making like consistent content over their tournaments. And just talking about all the fancy leagues. So with that in mind, we're probably going to be wrapping up. So Dickle, thank you very much for joining me. Nice to see your dad there. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and hoping that we can bring you a lot more content with Ego in the future. So lovely to have you.
Before every tournament.
Before every tournament. And as we know in CS, there's a lot of tournaments. So that's a lot of fancy leagues. So we will see you next time. Thank you very much, and we'll be looking forward to see what teams you guys make.